A survival truth almost everyone gets wrong. Everyone thinks survival is about weapons, strength, or who has the most supplies. But the single greatest predictor of who makes it through a collapse is the size of their group. And the science behind it flips everything you know about the apocalypse upside down. Let's start with the biggest misconception, the belief that bigger groups are safer. On paper, it makes sense. More hands, more eyes, more skills. But history tells a different story. In natural disasters, shipwrecks, and collapse events, large groups consistently fail first. The moment resources shrink and stress rises, they turn into slow-moving, conflict-heavy machines. The real danger isn't outside the group, it's inside. Humans weren't built to function in large, leaderless crowds during a crisis. Our brains evolved for small tribes, tight circles where communication is clear and trust is earned. This is where small groups shine. Decisions happen in minutes, not hours, because there's no bureaucracy. When you're in danger, speed is survival. Trust is built quickly, which lowers stress, and lower stress leads to better decisions. This isn't philosophy, it's neuroscience.
While large groups argue, small groups adapt instinctively. There's a moment that hits every group, a moment researchers call the decision fracture. It happens during the first real crisis, a medical emergency, a food shortage, a threat in the night. In large groups, that moment causes panic and spiraling conflicting choices. But in small groups, it sparks unity. People lock in, roles form instantly. The group becomes a synchronized survival machine. It's the difference between chaos and clarity. This isn't just psychology, it's chemistry. In small, trusted groups, the brain releases oxytocin, the bond chemical. People protect each other, share, and cooperate. In large, anonymous crowds, oxytocin collapses, suspicion rises, and people hoard. At the same time, large groups live with high levels of cortisol, the stress signal, which weakens the immune system and destroys judgment. Small groups lower cortisol naturally. You think clearer, you sleep better, and your body stays stronger. The strategic edge is just as critical. Small groups move fast, relocating before danger finds them. Their footprint is smaller. Food and water last longer.
And they stay quiet. Noise kills in a collapse, and large groups advertise their presence to every threat nearby. It's why military survival programs teach small team tactics. Science proves it's the most resilient structure on the planet. But small groups can fail too. They break when trust is shattered, when roles are unclear, or when communication collapses. These aren't weaknesses, they're warnings. Recognizing a group's breaking point is the difference between life and tragedy. When the world collapses, people search for walls, weapons, and supplies, anything that feels solid. But the strongest advantage you can have is people. Not crowds, not mobs, just a handful of individuals who trust each other and move together. Collapse doesn't reward strength. It rewards unity. It rewards the small. When the world ends, survival begins with the size of the circle you choose to stand in.